it's your girl Diamond, and I'm back with my all-new review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This was a lot, and I'm happy they did not drag it to the point we got to go through what they did. We had fillers, 2 scenes that wasn't necessary, and it led to the remainder of the episode being about this fight. I'm gonna try to be as detailed as I can to not let this be no more than how long I want it to be, but I'm gonna be whew. Start off with everybody had a part to play in this. Okay, let's get into it. So we start off with Kimmy going to see Destiny at her beauty supply store. Now, to me, I felt like while Kimmy did come to get Destiny's side, I don't know, the energy of the way it was presented was, I'm not even going to go over there to say what's up to Destiny, how Destiny's been doing, how's the law doing. I want to go over there and talk about the problems that you got with Mel. Since I heard from Mel, I want to hear from you. So what's the tea, sis? That's what I felt. I'm like, you didn't even get through the pleasantries, Kim. You went straight for drama. Here we go. So she talked about their relationships, how they've gone through mishaps, and then they've gotten back cool again. And I feel like this time, they're really at odds with one another. I want to see if they could get back together, be back cool again. So she wants to know, how are things with you and Mel? Destiny, I don't know what's going on to me, Mel. I don't know. This is the problem that I got with Destiny sometimes, and I did watch her interview with the Oulays Fresh panel with Bonnie Blue, Jamie That's Me, Jaylee's Corner, and Niecy Dixon. That was a great interview. I just sometimes still feel like while I did get a lot, I still did not get a lot at the same time. When it comes down to Destiny acting as if she doesn't know the issue, I feel like you know it, you just don't want to say it, or you don't want to admit your part in it. You want it to be how Mel is mad at you for no reason, and Mel isn't mad at you for no reason. But I know it's both of y'all not trying to say what it is. And Kimmy talks about things are different. Y'all have had misunderstandings before. Y'all were able to get over it, but I feel like this time it seems different on both of y'all parts now. Destiny looking confused. How is it different on my part? Well, because I feel like the energy you're giving me right now, you seem more upset than the other times. The energy of you is different. She said, well, to be fair, I'm more annoyed than upset. Okay, well, you could be annoyed. And I felt like, yeah, Destiny was definitely defensive as hell this episode. So the fact that she heard from Kimmy, who is of a neutral party, is looking at the situation on both sides. I'm seeing Mel's part and I'm seeing your part. And I know that the issues are not just rooted from Mel. There gotta be something from you that's making it seem as if this is pretty much you guys are both at fault in this friendship. It's not just Mel. So for Destiny to be so defensive of, oh, I'm at fault too? How am I at fault? Because you have done things too, Destiny. You're not innocent in this. Neither is Mel. None of y'all are innocent, okay? So they were talking about the meetup and all the things that Mel said. Destiny made it seem as if Mel made up things to avoid having the full conversation. Pretty much the whole communication thing. And the whole talking shit that she heard from Tisha. Heard about Tisha and Destiny talking shit about her, which was not true. Kimmy said, yeah, I had lunch with her, and she said that. And Destiny wanted to know, what did she say that we said? Didn't get the specifics about that part. Right, because there's nothing to be said. I never said nothing that I was talking shit. I didn't say nothing. So all the things that she thought she heard while listening at the door, she didn't hear it. Now, I don't like the fact that Destiny's trying to make it seem as if Melody was seeking out a way to listen on a conversation. If the walls were thin, I can hear you. The walls are thin, I can hear you. I decided to hop my ass outside of my room into your room and say, you guys are loud as hell. Shut the fuck up. So I don't like that y'all making it seem as if Mel was looking, seeking, wondering, pondering, investigating, thirsty, looking for somebody to say something. No, walls are thin, okay? Then she said, well, she told me that you apologized. And the one thing that she said she apologized for was the thought that I was talking shit about her, but I wasn't. If you weren't talking shit about her, why did you feel the need to apologize if she thought you were? If you didn't say nothing that was of talking shit, you don't need to apologize for something, right? My mind went that when I had to listen to it more than once. I had to rewind it. You apologized for what she thought you heard, but you wasn't talking shit. Okay, that's where my mind went. There's nothing to apologize for. You weren't talking shit. Anyway, then she brought up the whole ops thing. Tisha and Martell, how I shouldn't be friends with them. No, no, no. Say it once, I'm gonna say it again. She's not mad that you are continuing your friendship with Martell because you didn't know him longer. She's not mad that you had developed more of a better friendship from with Tisha last year all of a sudden. I'm not mad at that. I just don't like me to be the topic of conversation with your Tisha and Martell. And Destiny, you have been showing that for the past couple of episodes. You've been going to Martell to not get information, but to vent about Mel to him, knowing that he is public enemy number one in her eyes right now. So from that, no. And how I have, what did she say? What I wrote? Oh yeah, so it wasn't the fact that you were talking shit about me, it was who you were talking to. You're talking to my enemy. Now I remember feeling like, while you still want this to be a relationship to fix, Destiny, I really wish you would stop repeating everything that Mel said. I wish you would at least soften it up a little bit, not say every last word that she said, because you are literally repeating every single thing that Mel said. And I know you're trying to make it a point where this is what she told me, but can you at least like soften it up a bit? Just say Mel's feeling type of way about me being friends with Tisha, and the way that she said it, I'm not agreeing with it. And the way that she wants me to be cool with Martell, but don't say this. And I want to understand, I want to see how she's feeling, but I'm not at that point. Like, make it where you're not literally trying to make it seem as if Mel has a outrageous reason to say, don't be friends with this person, don't be friends with that person, when she's not saying it like that. She's not saying don't be friends with them. Just don't have any type of conversation. So for me, for someone who still wants to have hopes for a friendship, you're not making your case any better if you're still portraying Mela to be this person that you still want to be friends with. If you're repeating every single thing to the people that don't see it for her. You know Martell don't see it for her. You know Tisha don't see it for her. When you want to repeat everything that she says verbatim, it still don't make it better. How you want to be friends with her if you're constantly painting her out to be this person to the people that don't like her? That's the part for me. Then you feel so strongly about it. Why we should be friends with her? I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it once. I'm gonna say it again. In the beginning, her and Tisha were cool. She told you to be friends. Now they're not cool. I don't expect for you to stop being friends with her because me and her are not cool. Even though you know we've had our issues. Keep me separate. You can have your friendship with me. Have your friendship with her. Just don't mend the two. Don't talk about me to her, and don't talk about her to me. That's it. So Kimmy wants to know, did you believe that they were going through something? Did you believe they were on the right track? Kimmy thought they were on the right track, and Destiny thought that they were on the right track between the friendship that Tisha and Mel had last season. They were. But I feel like that all changed at the reunion stage. So again, just going back and forth, wondering, we're in a good place. Yes, friends. How do we get there? And who I thought I was friends with that person, she was helping me out, I was helping her out, then she flipped on me, and I have a lot going on in my life, and I'm not going to worry about this high school bullshit. And be honest, everything about this is high school. It's not just on Mel. Everything about this is high school. So Kimmy talks about all the drama in the group is draining. I feel like we need to repair something and see if it could be mended. So she wants to have an event where everybody can come and see if we can get back to us being together. Destiny wants to know where all the exits, and if there's food and drink, let me know when I can leave. Thank you for stopping by. Marceau wants to talk to Maurice about Martell coming back into scope. Even though he wanted to open up with, he's had a lot of businesses, a lot of projects coming in, a hotel, a home. Good for you, Marceau. Good for you. But working with Martell again. He did not want to get back into business with him when he was in a volatile state, going through his divorce with Melody. Absolutely. But hearing him, and when they had that conversation at Black, it was a whole different type of guy. No, it was a guy coming in begging for you to do business with. That's what it was. It wasn't a whole different type of guy. So just talking about how the only way that that's going to work if Tisha agrees with it, because Tisha is the majority shareholder. And Marceau wanted to let us know that Tisha bought Martell's shares when she sold her old apartment complex she had in 2010. And in order for her to become a majority shareholder, she had to sell her property to pretty much have a better stake and a better stock in becoming a majority shareholder. Now, that's amazing for Tisha. I love that. I I just, it's interesting the fact that Marceau wants to now up Tisha in every aspect of her life, every aspect of what she has, don't have, what she puts in, and all the credit. It's interesting to me, but I still feel like he's setting Tisha up for the fall. I mean, for one, that's a great thing that she had kept her apartment complex from 2010 to 2020. You know, that's over a 10-year building that I'm pretty sure she's renovated, have rented it out, which is really good money coming in. The fact that she sold it to become a majority shareholder, it's a good thing, but I felt like, why did she have to sell hers? She had nothing else to put stock in on. She had to sell something of hers to get in. What did you put in, Marceau? That's all I want to know. And in order for him to buy back in, he's going to have to put in a bid on somebody else's shares, somebody else's property to be bought back in. Who will he go through? Who will he go through? Will he go to your shares or Tisha's shares? And he would not be selling his shares. Oh no, it did not even think that at one point Marceau would sell his shares in order to let Martell back in. But at this point, they pretty much want Martell to get his builder's license. While he's telling them that he got some good businesses coming in, get that builder's license. So I want to start him off with a joint venture about Destiny's shop. Then we can move on to bigger things. But I can't have his name attached to my name if he does not have the credit. He does not have the qualifications. He does not have a builder's license to be attached to my name that I've worked hard for. That's not going to work. So they want him to get his ducks in a row. While he is a great businessman, but at the same point in time, you need a builder's license. And I'm not going to have my name on the line with this. So Marie's talking about who's leading this, who's the leader of the ship, the project, and considering how the relationship got fractured the way that it was. Of course, going back to the first season, when while trying to check Martell and them on the 47 acres, the way that it went down, he brought up, oh, so you want to come at me? Oh, so it's so funny how I owned up to what I did, but y'all not gonna own up to the fact that y'all were cheating or as of cheating with 20 different women. I'm still stuck on the fact that you even want to consider doing business with this man because of what he did to you. But Marceau is telling everybody but the main person that needs to be told. He does not want to do business with Martell. He does not want him back into business. He didn't want to. He wants to keep him at bay because I believe Marceau wants to play nice with Martell because I do believe that Marceau knows what Martell knows. They both know shit about each other. They both know. So I feel like Marceau is playing nice for the sake of being with him, hanging out with him, talking to him, and not trying to ruffle no feathers. But you need to be upfront and be in your shit and say, listen, bro, as much as I enjoyed us as friends, I'm not about to go back into business with you. The way it was the first time, it didn't work. I don't know how it's going to be this time. And get that business license. They want him to show commitment. They want him to show how he's serious with getting back into the business, getting back into the company of Sculpt, even though it was the company that Martell helped build. But you need to have your business license. That's what you need to do. Okay? So, Mel sees her psychotherapist, Dominique. She's seen her for quite some time after her divorce, during her divorce, to get some healing in a stable place of emotional and mental. So they're talking about what's been going on with her. She's been working a lot, working from Huntsville and Atlanta, keep herself grounded, stationary for the kids, but have you keep your mind, body, and soul grounded. What have you been doing to keep yourself grounded? She's been meditating. And then your social circle. What are your boundaries? What are you not allowing? What are you accepting? All that. She's trying to keep her mind calm, cool, collected, and she doesn't want to be around people that she called energy vampires. I'm not really in the mindset to fool with them. Then she brings up Kimmy's event and how she invited everybody. And it's her event. She has the right to. But I feel like we're not ready for all of us to be in the same room. And I agree. So it always came to the energy of her being cool, calm, and collected. But if you get mouthy, disrespectful, I will turn up the heat. Then I'll have a hard time turning that heat back down. So it's pretty much, I know where you're trying to take me, but I'm not going to allow you to put me in that space. I'm going to walk away. So talking about self-control, prioritizing your mental health and your emotional health. Make up in your mind of what you're going to give, determining if what you're going to give to who. So we have the desire of setting things straight, and we have to calculate what the outcome is going to be. So last season, we were talking about Kumbaya Mel. All about not disturbing my peace. This Melody in 2022 is a little different. So while she appreciates her therapist's advice about making sure she maintains her composure in her speech and her mind, but she do know there are some people around her that are coming to this event that I believe will mistake my kindness for weakness. And I'm trying to be, cool, calm, but I'm anything but weak. And in 2022, this male, I'm not gonna fall for no okie doke. I'm not gonna allow people to say everything and anything to me. And you want to put a target on my back, I'm gonna start firing. So at this point, yeah, this man ain't falling for no bullshit. If I see something, if I say something that I know is on some bullshit, I'm gonna address it. I don't care how you take it. I'm gonna speak my mind. And that's that on that. And yes, you will be in a space where you're not cool with that person. You have to maintain your composure. And if they start coming at you, you have the choice to get mouthy, disrespectful, or walk away. But sometimes it comes to the point where I am done turning the cheek. I'm gonna give you what you want from me. You want it from me, so I'm gonna give it to you. I can feel her on that. I can. Martell. He meets up with his business partner from last year, Fred. Forgot he was back. About building homes. He has sold a property, and right now he wants to send to the attorneys. Pretty much just trying to get back into his swing of things, of being back into building. But at the same point in time, you need that builder's license. Then he talked about how, in a relationship with being with somebody, I feel like when Melody got her business license, her builder's license, he didn't need to get his. While he tried, studied, failed, Melody studied and got it on the first try. He felt like, well, she got it, then I don't have to get it because we're together. Who's the fool from that point? Dumbass. While Melody was able to have the builder's license, she was able to get shit done. All you did was show up in your top hat and say, here you go, come on in. Here you go, start working. Acted as if you're doing something, but you're not. Melody, again, was the brains, the bronze of the entire situation, of the entire project. She held in the paperwork. All you did was show up. And the fact that you're using that, it took us 12 years to break away for what we went through. I already know that that's not going to work. Because in a relationship, in a marriage, it's different than in a business relationship. It's not going to end badly than it did with my marriage. You don't know that. You don't know that. So the fact that he knows he needs to get it, but he doesn't want to get it. And his friend is say, listen, at the end of the day, you're going to want your own thing too, right? And I feel like you're basing off of how your marriage didn't work while you were doing business. It's not the same thing as you believing that your business relationship is not going to end up crashing and burning. It can. You're dealing with somebody who has his own name, his own reputation, his own brand on the line. And if I'm getting business, you're hopping on here with no qualifications, with no credentials, that's bad on me. How am I gonna feel like if I'm doing all the work, I got all of the requirements to do this, you're hopping on getting money with me, but you're not coming into the table with your own shit? I don't think so. And how men can have conversations and work out differences. Not really. No, they can't. Men be just as petty to not get through their differences as women can. And I feel like you and Marceau never really settled y'all differences. Not really. I believe that you guys just came together as a united front to make sure y'all covered each other's bullshit. That's what I think. And his friend said, listen, I have the general contracting license. He has all the needs to be in business. So he feels like, what do I need the business builder's license for? Same way he's trying to get back working with Marceau. I think Marceau has a general contractor's license along with a builder's license. I can just hop on to him and get business with him. I ain't got to do nothing. That's why he wants to go back to the company. And he says, I can just connect with you and get money with you. That's not going to always work, Martell. You're going to have to figure out your own thing. You're going to have to figure out a way to get money on your own. Hopping onto somebody isn't going to help. Then, of course, his fan said, listen, I'm not trying to hate on you, shade on you, but brother, look, this is the book right here. It is highlighted. It is marked. It is tabbed. Get your builder's license, please. Get it, because he's lazy. He does not want to use his brains in a way that is going to make sense. He'll rather use his body and use his good looks. That's it. That's why he got the fitness plan. That's why he got the wine. That's all he wants to apply himself for. You have the means and the time. Just go ahead and fucking study for the builder's license. Just do it. I don't care how long it takes you. Just do it. Just do the damn builder's license, Martell. It is not that fucking hard. Hell, like all the times when you don't have the kids, go fucking study. What do you do with your free time? If you had the free time to cheat, then you've had the free time to study for a builder's license. So besides that, everything's going on good. You know, he got the kids. He don't overwhelm himself because he got 5, the 5 that you created. And everything's going great. Give his props on the book that he wrote. But I feel like if that's all Martell wants to have on him is a book, a fitness plan, a health book, and a wine, and not have actual revenue of income, having a builder's license can help you get into more things. Fine, Martell. Just be lazy. Cool. We're down to the nitty gritty, the Galatine event. So, I want to start off with getting back to the love, getting back to the positives. Maybe we can figure out our issues. Tiffany was there helping her, and wants everything to go great because these women are very opinionated and strong. Tisha is the first to arrive, and she's dressed for a fight. Really, she is. Tisha came in, her hair in a slick back ponytail with a little braid in the middle. Cute ponytail, right? Her makeup was cute. She wore a Team Wife shirt and leather pants and her Nikes. I said, oh, Tisha ready to fight. I don't care what nobody says. Tisha did not come on some positive kumbaya moment. She was ready for shit to go off. While her outfit was cute, but I felt like it was a message. For her to want to have her hair all pulled up, wear sneakers, and that Team Wife shirt, that was a dig. That was shade towards Melody. Because since Tisha wants to be on this Melody trying to ruin my marriage train, I want to be able to tell her I'm still part of the Team Wife club, which you're not a part of anymore because you are divorced. I'm still on Team Wife. So boo-hoo, joke's on you. I'm like, Tisha already on bullshit from this point. Already on bullshit from this point. Tiffany is the bartender, and Tisha throws shade at Tiffany about, oh, we learned a lot from you while on Vegas. You are a great bartender. Then Tiffany throws it right back at her and said, okay, well, yeah, I'm a good bartender, but your husband don't like surprises, so how's that? Okay, we're not going to talk about Vegas no more. That's what we're not going to talk about. I said, yeah, that's right. We're not going to talk about it because why you want to throw shade at Tiffany, how that's all you learned from her. Okay, we also learned that your husband don't like surprises. Moving on. So then she brings up a conversation about how Tisha wasn't invited to Mel's Christmas party. She wants to know why she wasn't invited and why was the conversation all about me. Of course, she recognized that, she came in good spirits, but she got her sneakers on so she can be comfortable. But she's not looking for a fight. Bullshit. All Kimmy wants to do is address that and move on. Address the conversation about it and move on from there. So before everything starts off, since everybody hasn't arrived yet, Kimmy lets out a disclaimer. Now, we're coming in for positive. We're coming in to address issues. Now, what I will not have is any of y'all starting off with, now, girl, stop, girl. We're not about to start any conversations with that because that's rude. That's going to end up being an argument. I can't say that? No. Tisha said, can I say bitch? No, you can't say bitch. That's when Stormy and Melody arrived. Melody arrived with saying, hey. The energy that she came was light, happy, fun, and she gave more haze to Kimmy, the hostess with the mostest. Tiffany, energy was great. Then she saw Tisha's energy. Tisha was face down on her phone, knowing that she hasn't seen her since the reunion, hasn't spoken to her. And she said, as soon as I walked in, I can see that she was on bullshit in 2022. And my hopes for a positive evening went down the drain. Now, I know online people thought that Melody was doing too much with wanting a hide from somebody, that she thought that was her enemy. So what you want to hide for? And you did the same thing to Destiny. I feel like Melody came as someone who was raised where I walk into a room, I say hi. Now, I do have the ability to not speak to someone that I'm not cool with. But if I am in the mindset of still being respectful, to still have manners, and say, give a general hello to everybody, it could be dry, it could be cheerful, it could be whatever. I still said hello to address everybody in this room. It wasn't approached to that same person, but it still was a generic hi. You know what I'm saying? And Tisha was in her rights to not be on some fake shit, be on some, who am I saying hi to this hoe for? I got some shit to get off my chest. I'm not going to say hi. No. So there's two ways of this going off for me. Mel really wasn't trying to be on some bullshit with saying hello. And Tisha was in her right to not say hello. That's my point right there. Destiny arrives because she was late. And then the purpose of Galentine's Day was to spend some time with your girls. And I feel like lately this entire collective has been fractured. And I want to know if we can fix it. Maybe have a way for us to fix it. I'm not expecting for everybody to be kumbaya. I'm not expecting for everybody to be friends. I'm just expecting for the problems to be addressed. And that's it, okay? If you don't want to, that's fine. So the first thing they did was write a note. Something that's positive about yourself and a misconception about yourself. And while, what's her name? Destiny was in the confessional. I loved her confessional look. It was cute. She said, while Kimmy had the best intentions, I don't believe that this is the right time because everybody's in a weird space, which they were. So all the letters were coming up. The one letter was, I am always genuine. I'm giving to people, but the misconception is that I'm selfish. That was Mel, because that's one misconception. People feel like the way that I move, the way that I talk, I'm selfish. The second one, I'm a fun girl. I get along with everybody. I want a good time, but I don't care about people's feelings. That was Tisha. But Tisha wanted to correct it and say, I think the misconception is people think that I'm naive. Oh, I was with Melody in that confessional. Tisha said that her misconception about her that she's naive. I have no thoughts about that. Y'all decide. And I feel like, yes, Tisha, that's not a misconception. That's a fact. That's how you portray. You're naive at times. So I'm going to move on. Go ahead. Not going to touch that. Okay. So the next one was about I'm fun. I'm quirky. But people feel like I'm stuck up and approachable. Tisha thought that was Tiffany. I said, damn, Tisha. What you shame Tiffany for? She just sitting there. It was Stormy, which I figured it was Stormy because Stormy has a very strong personality. You say something, she instantly turns up. And she said, I'm like a ghost. I don't really express myself a lot and people don't know a lot about me. Which, Stormy, that's correct because how you approach yourself this season, I didn't like you. The other one was about, I am fun. I don't like drama, but people think I'm messy and I'm a misconception that I like drama. That was Tiffany. And I feel like Tiffany, you're a liar right there from that point. How that's a misconception. Tiffany, you do like drama. And you are messy, but that's fine. That's fine, Tiffany. I'm not even gonna give that to you because you haven't been nothing. You've been cool this season already. So, the next one, this one was about Destiny. She's supporting the underdog. She's nice. And the misconception is she's aggressive. But she's not aggressive. Kimmy was shot. So the misconception is that you're not aggressive? No. And I think I'm gonna show all of the clips leading up to the event. So this is where the clips gonna start coming up. The clips was when Destiny said that, no, I'm not aggressive. I've done a lot of work on myself. So other people don't think that I'm aggressive. That I'm coming off aggressive when I'm not. When she answered that, the way that I just said it, that was coming off aggressive. The fact that you don't feel how you're coming off as aggressive. Destiny, you came off aggressive last season, and the way you are coming off this season is a tad bit aggressive for me. So the fact that because you are working on yourself, that's cool, but you still have to watch how you are talking to people. I feel like what I said in the beginning, you are extremely defensive. So Destiny shared that she feels a misconception about her as aggressive. Interesting because that was a big thing last year. Is that a dig? I don't know. That's what Mel thought. Is it a dig? Maybe, maybe not. So while everybody's participating and hearing that all the misconceptions about her has us in stumbling blocks as to how we can communicate and talk to one another. Still trying to keep it peaceful. It was cool. It was flowing. It was vibing. Tisha, bringing up the conversation where her name was mentioned at Mel's Christmas party and that turned it completely left. She said, let me pause you. I'm going to pause you. I heard people talking about me behind my back and I'm right here in front of the center. If you got something to say to me, you can say it to me right here and now because I'm right here. What's up? What you said about me? I said, oh, so we're starting already. Tisha, that's where you started off with. And I heard it was a whole party talking about Tisha. And Melody said, oh, Tisha Scott came over here and said, listen, I'm right here. I'm in my face. What's up? What you want to say? Let's go. Let's go. She got real hood real quick. And I said, yes, she did. Yes, she did. So Mel don't know where that came from. And that's when it was addressed to Mel by Tisha. And Mel said, so who do you think that I was talking about? Where did you I was talking about you? That's what I heard. You in particular was talking about me and my husband. What did I say about you and your husband? Well, I heard that you was trying to get Kiki to talk about me and my husband. Kiki was trying to tell you that I was trying to get her to talk about you and your husband? That's what Kiki told you? Absolutely, yes. So, I fell to the floor. So, Kiki, okay, decided to do a boop, boop, ba-doop, boop, boop, and call Kiki right then and there and said, hey girl, what's up? I'm here with Letitia. And she said, right, you on speaker, so I'm gonna need for you to be honest. That you told her that I was repeatedly trying to get you to talk about her husband at my party. Letitia in the background, you on speaker, I already said that. And be honest. Kiki said, okay, yeah, I will be honest. Why would you expect anything different? And then Stormy in the background saying she was the one that had a lot to say about Tisha. Who said that? She didn't. What? Your name came up. And your name came up. I wasn't just sitting around talking about you. Nobody was. I believe it was Stormy who brought your name up, and we all chimed in that conversation. Stormy said that you brought my name up. You said that Stormy brought your name up. Who lying? Who this? It was pretty much saying, who said that this entire time? Going back and forth with who said what, who said who. Then Kim wanted to help Kiki out, was saying, Kiki, let me help you out here, sis. Let me help you out. You had a lot more to say in that conversation. And I spoke to you in the kitchen. And if you felt this way, you need to have a conversation with Tisha about it, because I don't think we should be having this conversation in front of everybody. But Kiki still stands down with said, okay, well, that's cool, but what I said wasn't untrue. Now, let me stop right here. Beginning. I watched Color Me Pink's video, and she did a play-by-play. So, Stormy brought the picture. Kimmy gave her explanation. Mel said, keep your eyes open. Then it led to the issues that her and Tisha were going through. How they thought they were going on the right track. She thought they were moving forward. The energy changed on that stage. Talking about, was it me that she got an issue with this whole rumors? Or was there something else before that? Kiki said it was something else before that. There were a lot of things happening before that wasn't just based on you. That's all it was. So, yeah. It wasn't directed at Mel to talk about Tisha when Stormy opened up the conversation about the picture that started everything. The picture that Tisha's husband posted that led to it circulating around to now discussing Tisha. But it wasn't even that much that was said. And the fact that Kimmy spoke to Kiki in the kitchen, I wish we would have saw that on camera. Maybe a never before seen clip might be coming out. But I felt like Kimmy wanted to keep Kiki on the fire of, you had a lot to say. Even though there was more that was filmed, they cut it, edited. But I felt like what Kiki said wasn't a lot. While she was wrong to say anything at all, but she didn't say nothing that wasn't true. That part for me. So Kimmy wanted to keep Kiki on the fire for it. But I felt like, were you mad at Kiki? Were you mad at Mel? Who are you mostly mad at? But obviously that's different than not saying nothing, which I agree. Shouldn't have said nothing, but I felt like the main conversation wasn't about Tisha. So from that, the majority of my party, you were not the topic of discussion. You were brought up in the conversation because your husband posted a picture that led to us bringing your name in. But nobody was sitting around talking about you. I was not sitting around talking about you. I was not. Well, I heard that it was a Bass Tisha moment. I wanted to address it. But Stormy wanted to still place Kiki to blame and said, well, it was your cousin who brought up you. But it wasn't really her cousin that brought up her, Stormy. You brought the picture that her husband did. So I felt like that was kind of like a conundrum. If we're talking about the picture that wanted to expose Maurice, but it still put Maurice in a line of fire that led to Tisha getting the brunt of it, that was going to come around anyway. So Stormy, don't place it on Kiki that much. Because I feel like it's not just Kiki's fault for that. So right now, it's hard. It's out of left field that Kiki was invited, but Tisha wasn't invited. And how Kiki and Mel were never friends like that, but her and Tisha were friends. And at the end of the day, it's kind of like, why would my cousin be invited? I'm not invited. Tisha, I'm confused. Are you mostly mad about not being invited, or are you mad that Kiki was invited? Or are you mad that you were talked about? I get it. It's three things that I feel like Tisha wants to be mad about. Mad about how I wasn't invited, mad that my cousin was invited, and now mad that I was a topic of conversation. Okay, so basically talking about how her and Mel are friends, she said, no, I've known her longer than I've known you. Yeah, that's cool, but we were friends. You don't know her like that. So when Mel explained that they don't hang out like that, they don't call each other like that, but they're cool one another, I had no issue with her at that point. So I had no problem inviting her to my party. While it could have been petty, it could have been a setup for Mel to invite somebody that Tisha knows related to at her party, I still feel like, why are we still trying to make it seem as if Mel has to explain her reasoning to invite somebody? She has no explanation to none of y'all. I invite who I want to invite. I don't have to explain myself to you, which is why she didn't have a reason to have an issue with Kimmy inviting everybody to her event. This was Kimmy's event. I can't say nothing about who she invites. That's her event. So why can't y'all give the same respect to Mel without trying to decipher that it meant something more? So I feel like the issue, I've known her. I had no problem inviting her. The conversation that I thought was squashed, that my name was brought up, my husband was brought up, and I wasn't to defend myself because she had an issue with her cousin being invited, all that and then some. But Mel said, so you're mad at all of us because all of us talking about the picture. But she wanted to direct all of her energy towards Mel because she was the one talking about your husband. I was the one talking about your husband. The picture that Stormy brought up, which led us talking about the situation. Stormy brought up the picture, okay? But Tisha's still on this train, though. She's trying to ruin my marriage. Girl, boy, at this case, Marceau is doing it to himself. It's not Mel, it's Marceau. So then she wants to put the blame on Mel, that her husband keeps getting brought up. And first of all, your husband's name do not get brought up a lot. It don't. And your name will not be in my mouth. Your name don't be in my mouth. And then she said, this that childish shit right here. This that childish shit. So right now, Kumbaya positivity has ended. It lasted longer, but we're right back into the mess. So now Destiny wants to hop on why she wasn't invited, because she heard from Kimmy verbatim that Mel was inviting people who she wanted to enter in 2022 with, right? That was the reason why she wasn't invited. Yeah, Mel said that was the reason that I didn't invite you, yes. So then Destiny brings up Tisha, how Tisha's the op, and that was one of the issues that made it seem as if she can't be cool with her. That was multiple reasons why, but yeah, the ops was a part of the reason, yes. So then we talked about what's an op. Tisha looking dumb and confused. How am I op? What's an op? Huh? Kimmy with the definition. It's short for opposition. They use it for the military. Destiny looking at Tisha saying, you the op. How did I become an op? So now they're laughing, having a conversation. She don't know why she's the op. Destiny looking confused. As to, I don't know why it's my fault. I can't talk to her. And Melody's over this pettiness, over the bullshit. She said, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not going to deal with this. If that's not going to be between me and you, I'm not going to have a conversation with her. Well, you brought me into it. Yes, Destiny did bring you into it, but you can still stay extra left. A and B. See yourself that way. Now, Destiny wants to become Tisha's mouthpiece to want to have an understanding of why would you get mad at me for being with her, but you invited her cousin, her blood cousin, to your party. Make that make sense. I said, Destiny, boop, 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 time out. Time out, time out, time out, time out, time out. Whose problem are we talking about now? You answered the conversation about you not getting invited and the energy, all that and then some, but still want to hop in on what Tisha's problem was. How Tisha didn't get invited, but Kiki did. That's her blood cousin. At the end of the day, Kiki and Tisha are two totally different people. The relationship that Melody had is different than the relationship that her and Tisha have. Tisha and Kiki are not the same person. I can separate me being friends with her, me being cool with her. I'm not going to write her off because she's related to her. I can separate where I cannot fool with her, but I can still be cool with her. I do not want to base my energy, what I feel about Tisha, to her cousin. I'm not going to do that. I can separate that, which is what Destiny's problem is. And I felt like Destiny being Tisha's mouthpiece for that moment wasn't really necessary. You're not talking about your issues, Destiny. You're talking about somebody else's issue. But her cousin wasn't talking bad about me to Tisha. Tisha was talking bad about me to you. So again, It's kind of like Destiny wants to check Melody on still keeping a friendship with someone that's related to Tisha, knowing that they have bad blood. But I feel like Destiny wanted to comment on her defending Tisha and maybe low key defending Martell in that instinct. I've been cool with Kiki, but difference. I don't talk about Kiki to her, and she don't talk about Tisha to me. She don't. And again, Melly's like, this is some childish shit. I'm not about to do this with nobody. I'm cool with her longer. I'm not cool with her. And this is when I wrote, Destiny and Tisha want to tag team Melly about how it's not childish of them, but it's childish of her for acting this way and wanting me to be friends with Tisha, but you want to be friends with Kiki and I can't be friends with her. All that and bullshit. And I said, listen, y'all not about to tag team Melody to get her ass to answering y'all question. That's not gonna work for me. Don't tag team nobody. And then she said, listen, I don't care about you being friends with her. That's the issue that you and I have. I do not care. My issue is I hear you next door speaking negatively about me. That's my issue. Again, when a tag team Melody about what was said, left and right, what was said. Like, first of all, I'm not even talking to you. Now, I feel like, am I still going? I said, why is Tisha starting some of the conversation that has nothing to do with her? Her main issue is with Destiny. Let them be. I thought this was done and over with, but it wasn't. And I feel like they want to put Melody out to be the bad guy because since Melody is divorced, moving forward, they feel like she's being miserable. How she wants to make everybody else miserable and make everybody else bitter. No. Now, I remember in the beginning, we're doing the whole, don't do the whole girl thing. I see Destiny doing the whole girl style. Tisha and Melly going back and forth, trying to get her point across. They saying that's not fair. And then Melly said, first of all, bitch, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to her. Pause for the cause. Now, what I feel was not being said, what I feel the negativity was maybe the fellatio thing. I don't remember if Destiny was on stage when it came down to Melody admitting that she received head or she gave head. Something like that. But she said, I told you about it. Someone gave it to me. And I feel maybe that was the conversation that was happening in that room. That's where my mind went. Because out of all the things that Mel has been said, the one thing that she did not have any clarification on, which she doesn't have to, was when she did leave her home, met somebody, had a conversation, and became intimate with that person. She never clarified that she gave head or she received it. She said she received it but never gave it. So I felt like maybe Tisha and Desmond were having a conversation about that in the room. And maybe Mel felt like you're not even trying to defend me when this girl is pretty much maybe speaking down on me for engaging in this type of activity that I'm not addressing or I'm not saying I did or did not do. That's where my mind went. My mind went, maybe that's the type of conversation that they had that Melly doesn't want to admit to say or that Desmond doesn't want to admit to say. The whole fellatio thing. That's where my mind went. So, of course, since Melly did call Tisha a bitch first, Tisha jumped up and said, first of all, I'm not going to be no bitch. That's what I'm not going to do. And then Melly stands up and then said, you always try to insert yourself and something has nothing to do with you. Stop inserting yourself, which I agree. Tisha was inserting herself. Tisha was tag teaming Destiny and going at Mel. And Mel was in the island by herself. She handled her own, but I still feel like that wasn't fair for them to tag team her. So everybody was like, no. Calm down. We're not going to call people out their names. We're not going to do that. Then Mel said, okay, so we're not going to call people out their names. What happened to the whole girl thing? That's what's happening. Kimmy said, I did say that. You weren't here. I said we're not about to start any conversations with girl this and girl that. That's what's not going to happen. I said that, okay? Okay, cool. But in the day, don't bring me in a situation with people I don't fool with. Don't do it. All right? Let's calm down. And then Mel said, every time I'm having a conversation with Destiny, she wants to chime in and have something to say. Then it flashed back to the reunion when Melody said, I take a break from everything. I break from the cameras. I break from filming. I break from everybody. Tisha makes a face. Then she's like, yes, Tisha, I break away. So that's been the start of everything. And I'm not going to lie. Tisha does insert herself in things that have nothing to do with her. Yes, your name was brought up, but you're not the main point. You're not the main problem. You're not. It's the issue at hand of how Destiny does not know how to decipher having friendship with other people, where the type of friendship you're having and that you're seeking out a friendship with people that you know don't see it for Mel right now. Tisha, of all people, you want to have a better relationship with Tisha, knowing that her and Mel have been at odds since season 1? Okay. So, yeah. So just be quiet. Let us get to the bottom of it. We're trying to address what we got going on, right? So respect everybody, no name calling. And wow. Yeah, I already said that. So nobody listen. The energy, we're trying to calm down. And I wrote, nobody listen, because if the energy's there, I match it and it goes elsewhere. And if I can meet you there, I wrote, I don't know if I am seeing confusion, maniacal, but the way that Destiny was staring at Melody the entire time, I do not like the way that Destiny was staring at Melody when Tisha was talking to her. It did not sit well with me. It was like she was glee, laughing sinisterly at seeing Tisha come at Melody that way. I feel like, why are you staring at her like that? What is your motive? Why are you happy seeing somebody who you thought was your sister, your friend, get talked to or have an argument? Why are you seeing Melody? I have no idea. Do you enjoy getting Melody called out? You seeing Melody in a predicament where she has to defend herself? I have no idea. I didn't like the way Destiny was staring at her. So Stormy comes in, wants to understand it because she spoke directly to Destiny. Why do you feel like you and Melody can't be friends because she finds Tisha the op? Why does her being out have to do with y'all being friends? Destiny couldn't answer. She said, ask her, but I'm asking you. Hey, she chose it. I love her from a distance, but she chose. Okay, well, what happened? What happened? There's no one to answer it. Asking all the questions. I'm asking. Why do you feel like her being the op is a problem between you and Mel being friends? I don't know. Now, Kimmy wants to let Stormy know while you're asking Destiny, you could ask Mel too. Because this is a valid question for both of them to answer. I don't know why they're choosing not to answer. Maybe Mel don't feel like answering. Maybe Destiny to answer a question once or two. They want to make sure Mel answers every question they ask. So maybe she feel like Destiny still speak up. You got something to say because you can't tell me what is the issue and you don't know what the issue is. Like, come on now, you gotta know something because you brought it up. You got an issue, right? She got an issue. Her version of the issue, your version of the issue. You gotta have something to ask, right? What is the problem that you have? What is it? That's why I want to know. What is it? Stormy isn't. Oh yeah, Stormy said for on the real though. Mel don't even mention y'all like that to me. She don't mention none of y'all in a negative light for me. Wow, Destiny turning her head, putting her hair in the side where we can see her mouth moving. She scratched her hand and said, that's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. So she really has nothing to say negative about y'all. Never. So they talked about the private conversation that they had where they thought that Mel thought that they were going to go through the conversations, the questions that she thought was going to ask, but didn't ask. And let me go over again of where the terms are where I'm at in the place. When it comes to the friendship that we had, as soon as she said had, past tense, Destiny said had, okay. Okay. Kimmy clocked it. She said, first of all, we're not going to do that. What? We're not going to do that. That's not going to work. She said had, so I said had. Okay, well, that's not going to get nowhere. You're making a face, you're repeating the word, and I feel it's an anger way, in a mean way, in a rude way. We're not going to start there. We're not going to do it. I'm the moderator. It won't be that. Okay, Myra, what you want me to do? So I feel like as soon as Destiny got called out for how she had that energy, she became aggressive with Kimmy about what you want me to say. What do you want me to do? I just repeated. But I feel like, yes, mamas. I just feel like, at this point, I didn't do nothing to you. She got aggressive with Kimmy, and Kimmy didn't do nothing to her, which she didn't. So I feel like, Destiny, you can't get mad when someone calls out your issue and calls out your energy, and you want to act as if I didn't do nothing. Because you want to say, okay, we're moderating. What you want me to do? And Storm was in the background saying, okay, well, let her talk. Let her talk. So now she's being scolded, and Stormy clocked the same energy. Like, at the end of the day, you don't have to speak to people like that. And Stormy said, yeah, I wouldn't go after that. No, that ain't gonna work for me. Melly didn't continue her conversation. She just stay quiet. Said, I'm good. Destiny and Stormy go back and forth with, okay, well, let her talk, let her talk. Well, no, I wouldn't go with the way you talk to people. You can't talk to people like that. Okay, well, you're not Melody. Let her talk, let her talk. She said, no, it's good, then that's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. They go back and forth with, all right, you want to be like me? I feel that. That's good. You could, yeah, the energy changed. Because it wasn't about Melody anymore. It was a go-between Destiny and Stormy. Even Mel was like, wait a minute, what happened here? The energy is gone. Yeah, you're going to be like me. I feel it. I receive it. And then I believe either Destiny said we fuck up or shut the fuck up. And it was like, Destiny, you don't want it with me. You don't want it with me. They go back and forth. You don't want it with me. Well, you don't want it with me. So Destiny, as she stands up doing the hand thing, you don't want it with me, with the hand clapping, right? And then Stormy said, you don't want it with me. You don't want it with me. Don't do that. Don't do that. You ain't got nothing to act like that. You ain't got nothing for me to act like that. What's up? You ain't got nothing to come to me like that, bitch. I'm a bitch now. Yes, you ain't got nothing to come like that, bitch. While Tisha is holding Destiny back, it took two people to get Destiny out of there. It took Tisha and Kimmy. And Stormy was in her space. While Melody said, sit down. She's snapping. Sit down. Sit down. They go back and forth, trying to get her out the room. Still talking shit. And let's go for real. No, for real. Let's go. Let's go. And to be continued. Oh, my God. Y'all, are you kidding me? This was a lot. And you know who else was there that didn't say nothing? Tiffany. Tiffany did not say not one thing. She sat there, ate her food, drunk her drink, and sat in silence. You forgot Tiffany was there because she didn't say nothing. At the end of the day, yes, Tiffany don't have an issue with none of these ladies, but I felt like Tiffany felt like I don't need to say nothing. It ain't my problem. It ain't my fight. Learned her lesson last season. With everything that started, Tisha popped it off with the outfit and the team wife. Melody, the energy, we're already seeing how everything was going to go. She stayed alert. Destiny wanted to make it clear on where everything was, but I felt like why rehash a conversation that you and Melody already had? And why did you feel like you needed to hop in on Tisha's beef and speak on Tisha's behalf when it has nothing to do with you? Tisha, I get it. You had to address it, but your main issue was you still trying to point at Mel for saying how Mel is having her name or having your name and your husband's name all in your mouth, which is not true. Your husband put you in a predicament for you to question things. Yes, has Mel dangled the little things here and there, but hasn't said nothing, no proof? No, but Marceau don't make it no better. Marceau don't make it no better for us to say he ain't doing nothing, he ain't cheated. Marceau acts in a way where it's like he's doing questionable things. Stormy came in wanting to put everything on Kiki, but also wanted to check Destiny on what's your issue. I feel like I've listened to Mel enough. I need to hear your side. You don't want to say your side. And what's your problem? Sometimes Stormy did come in where it wasn't necessary, but I wasn't even mad at the energy that Stormy gave Destiny. I really wasn't. Because Destiny came with the energy of what's up and then said what's up. And that's where it was. But, whew, next episode is going to be a lot as well. But that's it, you guys. That's all I have. Please stay tuned for the next video, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.